Diversity has been in UK law for nearly half a century. It started with the Equal Pay Act in 1970, then the Sex Discrimination Act covering sex and gender in 1975, the Race Relations Act covering race and ethnicity in 1976, and finally the Disability Discrimination Act in 1995. All of these have now been consolidated into the Equality Act of 2010, which covers these characteristics and others under UK law. The law itself applies to both individuals and companies. Anyone behaving in a way that breaks the law faces personal prosecution, a point that our policy at Trust Forward fully supports. There are 9 characteristics covered under the Equality Act, and anyone with one, associated with one, or perceived to have one is also covered. Unacceptable behaviour is categorised in 3 areas: discrimination, harassment and bullying, or victimisation. Victimisation relates to where you've complained about discrimination or are supporting someone who's complaining and are treated less favourably. Discrimination and harassment and bullying are a little broader. Discrimination means treating one person worse than another because of a protected characteristic. 2 examples of this, one being giving a younger colleague a promotion over an older colleague with the same experience and performance levels, may be a familiar one, but the second, a colleague not being invited to a social event because their colleagues think they're gay, may not be, but it's still exactly the same. Harassment or bullying is any unwanted conduct relating to a protected characteristic, which another person considers violates his or her dignity, or which creates an intimidating, hostile, degrading, humiliating, or offensive environment. An example could be commenting on how good a colleague's chest looks in their work shirt, making them feel uneasy. Another example could be making derogatory comments to a colleague about a disabled customer, and it's overheard by a customer's family member. Those examples and the others mentioned in this point to one simple fact. It's not about you, it's how your comments and actions are received by others that's ultimately important.